It's beer time, and today we have a beer from Biochemist Brewery, and it's called Into Saison, so a French style beer, and it's 4.7% ABV.
So this is Luke. Is it Luke?
I think it is, yeah. Started in the garage, didn't he?
Yeah, we've done a couple of his beers now. Back in 2020, he when the first COVID started, he converted his garage into a brewery. The very first beer we had of his was really, really impressive.
That's called Mortal, I think.
Yeah, so we ordered some from his website, got the t-shirt.
They're always very lively.
Yeah, and this one is really unusual, or sounds unusual anyway.
Well, it's a Saison.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a French style beer. Saison in French, Saison means season.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're a farmhouse beer, brewed in the winter for the summer. That's how they used to be years ago.
Okay. Well, for this one, apparently Luke wanted to make a brew that had some of the qualities that you would find in a white wine or rosé glass of white wine or rosé wine.
It actually says batch rosé on the side.
And he used Enigma hop for this, which apparently has a Pinot Grigio profile.
Yeah, profile.
I'm already struggling with this because it looks like a beer, and I think, is it going to taste like a wine? Which is bizarre.
Why is that bizarre?
Well, a beer that tastes like a wine.
Well, I love beer and I love wine, so...
You love alcohol. Anyway, we will see whether it works or not. So...
Anyway, it's a bit lively, look.
It is, isn't it?
Look at that.
At the top.
3-finger head.
And even on mine. Yeah.
Bit of sediment there. What's yours?
Yeah, I think he said, actually.
Yeah, they're can conditioned.
He said the batch was initially coloured a pink hue from hibiscus, which brings a subtle tartness. But after conditioning, it seems some of the pigments have attached to yeast cells and dropped down as sediment.
Yeah, and you can see the sediment in there. Plenty of it. But that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, Luke said it's an interesting lesson for next time, so perhaps that wasn't what he wanted, I don't know.
But that's this batch, is it?
I don't know. That's just what he said about spring into saison.
Smells good.
Oh.
Actually, it almost smells a bit like wine, doesn't it?
It does smell like
fruity.
Wine.
I'm not getting much in the way of
beer,
malt or anything like that. Just quite fruity. Almost like a fruity wine, isn't it? Smells like. Which is a bit disconcerting because it looks like a beer, but it smells a bit like a wine.
Yeah. I haven't had a Pinot Grigio for years, so I don't know if it smells like that, but it has got a wine smell.
Yeah, more so than a beer.
And that's kind of it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not a lot else.
See, I love a glass of rosé, so is this going to remind me of a glass of rosé?
Well, the batch name is rosé, so we shall see. Let's go for it, shall we? Cheers. Cheers, everyone. That's nice.
Bizarre, though, isn't it?
It's nice. It has got a little bit of a wine feel to it, and then it turns into beer, and it's got a nice beer bitterness on the end of it.
It literally, for me, is like the first taste is it is wine, and like you said, it isn't.
Morphs into a beer with a nice bitter finish.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on the bitter.
That's quite nice.
It kind of has got pinky tinge, you know.
No,
Was that just the light?
that's just in your red, love.
I'm finding it weird. It's a bit like...
I find it quite nice, actually. It's quite fruity, isn't it, up front? Like almost not an explosion, but there's a huge like oof, floral and fruitiness, and then it changes almost like a wine. Then it changes into a beer with a nice bitter finish.
I don't know. Rob once had a tangerine on... Well, it wasn't. It looked like a tangerine on his plate. When he ate it, it was pate. And now I'm getting the same kind of thing with this. Like,
That was Heston Blumenthal's restaurant, wasn't it?
I don't know, you know. I'm just not sure.
I like it. It's nice. It's different.
It's definitely different, yeah.
It's different.
And again, with every beer I've had of Luke's, it's the quality ingredients are there. So this is purely like, he likes it, I'm not so keen.
No, I do like it. It's
but
nice.
it's definitely not the quality of his ingredients or his brewing techniques. It's just different, isn't it? It's Marmite, I think.
But the first sip I took, it was like boom, and it was almost like you would sip in a wine. It was fruity, floral, but coming down the glass after a few more sips, that's not so powerful anymore. It's more like, it becomes more like a beer. No, it's good. I like it. Shall we score it? I'm going 4.6 out of 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I really like it. It's nice. Really nice.
Okay, I'm going 3.8. Sorry. It's not a bad beer at all. It just doesn't work for me.
Unbelievable, Luke.
Sorry. Just not my cup of tea or glass of wine or...
Anyway, that is Spring Into Saison, which is 4.7% ABV from Biochemist Brewery. And coming up, just get yourself one.
Actually,
nice.
yeah, look at their website.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
We've got a California IPA at 4.2% ABV, so it's a session IPA from Sierra Nevada. I'm quite looking forward to this one. I had their Pale Ale, and that was lovely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, that's what's coming up. Until then, cheers.
Cheers.